And in India specifically, the trend is that most of the parents will encourage them that they should concentrate more on studies. Whereas if you look at the psychologists, they will always say that your productivity actually increases if you play. So, what is your message to the student community? And I think that there are hundreds of parents who will be listening and who will be watching the show later on. And what is your message to them? Because during COVID-19, we have seen that most of the students, entire day, they are on computer, they are on screen, solving their mathematical problems. They are just concentrating on the studies, and it is actually affecting their mental health. So what is your suggestion to these youngsters who are giving their class 12th examinations, who are giving their class 11th examinations, how they should live a balanced life? And we have got somewhere about more than 110 questions related with this issue.
Actually, happiness is something which we relate to sports a lot. And when our students had the opportunity of visiting Chelsea Club, they were so full of happiness that I think it just goes that we should also be bringing that to the faculty development program for 5 days.
I have to tell one story, I can't resist not telling it, which was based on your Urdu shair that you very rightly said. And that's about a samurai, a military soldier, who goes to a spiritual teacher and asks the spiritual teacher, what is heaven and hell? The spiritual teacher ignores the samurai. He asks him again, what is heaven and hell? He is again ignored. The samurai gets angry and rage, as you were talking about negative emotions, and he pulls out his sword and takes it up, and the spiritual teacher says, this is hell. The samurai now feels apologetic and puts his head down and says, I'm very sorry. The spiritual teacher says, this is heaven. So heaven and hell exist together.
And when there is a respect for every kind of a work that you do, it's not engineer and doctors who get respected in the society. It's every work, as small as your housemaid, to your driver, to your carpenter, whatever work you do, it has a lot of respect. That respect has to be bought in the system. That doesn't matter what you do. Do what you want. Do what you want to do. Do what your heart says. But yes, make yourself employable.
It makes a big difference. The essence of leadership is change. And what I can see today from Dr. Gurinder Singh ji and others, Reiki ji and others, I can tell you that the leadership will guide us to the next level. The essence of leadership is change. The essence of managers is a good decision making. So managers won't be able to make the changes that leaders can.
That one can achieve. That state is called Sthita Prajna, which means contented, calm, and firm in judgment and wisdom. So someday when we are contented, when our mind is calm, and we are firm in judgment, and our wisdom is good, then probably we are looking at, or we are somewhere near to what Sthita Prajna would probably be. Sthita is existing or being, and Prajna means a person who is wise. So Sthita Prajna is a person who is truly enlightened, which is a minimal condition for true happiness.
Happiness has always been a very abstract subject for a lot of people. It has been very difficult to define happiness because happiness differs from person to person. A child, the definition of happiness for a child could be different from the definition of happiness to somebody who's looking for a job, to somebody who's looking for a marriage, a life partner, to somebody like a grandparent. There again, happiness differs for them in their own ways. So basically, we cannot, equalize or generalize happiness as a definition. So that's the reason why nobody has been able to structure a module to do a course in happiness. And if somebody is able to do that, and if somebody can be successful then it's really heartening and indeed going to be a very big achievement to create something, a module on happiness.
Happiness comes essentially when we engage together in some meaningful activity also. The title of this FDP that you are witnessing is unique in India and has garnered interest of many all over India and worldwide. If we see, we all are essentially living in the pursuit of happiness.
Yoga says there are no excuse. If I am not happy, I am responsible. But mostly people are always excuse, I am naughty because of that. आपकी उंगली हमेशा कैसे जाती है? मैं तो बहुत अच्छी हूँ, बहुत अच्छा हूँ, पर परेशान हूँ because of उसकी वजह से. So from today onward, if I am not happy, so search yourself. हमें अपने अंदर देखना चाहिए. जब आप सभी ने कहा और हमारा ये जो प्रोग्राम है हैप्पीनेस है, whatever we do, we want to happiness.
The basic difference between success and failure, how success is treated and how failure is treated. All you're supposed to do is just move to the United States of America, where the policies are made in such a manner that you are not penalized for being a failure. And what I mean by that is that most of the innovations happen in America because they take their chances.
If there are two people who are welcoming you, one, suppose you go to somebody's door, you ring the bell, and one of the person opens the door and says you, hello, welcome, अच्छा लगा आपसे मिलके, it's good to see you. And the other person opens the door and says, hello, it's good to see you, welcome, it's nice that you have come. What is the difference? The words are the same, the expression is the difference.
Search for happiness is a universal goal. I think everybody wants to be happy. You'd really have to find one person who doesn't want to be happy. It would be a really rare person. So let's understand. I believe that life skill training is a very, very good option for enhancing student happiness.
Emotions to me very clearly is energy in motion, guys. If you don't have emotions, you don't have energy in motion. And she's absolutely right. It's perfectly in order for all of us to feel sad, melancholic, at times, feel let down by people, by our bosses, by our colleagues, by our peers, even by our own family members, etc. So it's perfectly in order because it gives you, you must understand, it gives you the depth to understand life.
So the reason why we feel happy is because there are certain chemicals which are triggered in our brain. It's an actual chemical reaction. It is not even emotional. So the emotional, the situation drives certain chemicals to be released, and that's how we feel happy.
So my message is, why today? Today and every day. Let's start our morning with the message to ourselves that we choose to be happy, and let's be on that path. And why it's important for ourselves to give that message to us is because the stories that we tell ourselves about ourselves are extremely powerful.
Today we're going to start our session with starting prayer. So I would like to request you to all kindly sit on your mat if you are practicing yoga. You can sit in any meditative posture in which you can sit properly. Or if you are introduced with the Padmasana, then please sit in Padmasana. Place your both hands in Dhyan Mudra. Join your index finger and thumb together in Dhyan Mudra.
Strengths or your superpowers. So for example, my superpower is that I can be present, fully present when I want, and at the same time I can be completely invisible. And this is very interesting when we are in organizations, because sometimes you have to be visible and you have to make an impact, and sometimes you have to create a space for everybody to organize. So you don't mind, why don't we share a bit who we are and what is your superpower? So my superpower is to be present.
What is mind? We all know mind means the imagination, perceptions, thinking, intelligence, judgment, reasoning, language, memory, instincts, means all in one baggage. All the things in just one bag.
So when asked to define the term, like I said, that people, they try to talk about the different aspects of happiness, and some people, especially those who are highly committed to their religious faith, they view happiness in ways that emphasize being virtuous, having reverence, and doing the right thing, having an enlightened spirituality. Others see happiness as primarily being contented with whatever they are doing. They are having an inner peace and joy that may come from various aspects. This peace and joy would be coming from one's surroundings, one's relationships with others, one's accomplishments, and of course in the love with oneself.
Happiness and success is then an outcome of them delivering those sets of skills really effectively, and there's that intrinsic joy with mastering exceptionally high skill that I think all fans and players would recognize. But the second part is I think more around helping players define themselves outside of that 90 minutes as something broader than just footballers. Obviously they are exceptional footballers, but if your entire personality is exclusively wrapped up as a footballer, then you are defined by the result of a match.
Spend time with people who make you smile. Whether it's your father, mother, wife, children, friends, whoever, colleagues, spend time with people who make you smile.
Now, this word happify is being coined. This word doesn't exist so far, but this word has been coined, and with the idea that life is a game. Life is a kind of a play. Everybody is playful. Everybody might not be playful, but the game is going on. Every day we are like our famous characters of Mario or Pac-Man or whichever game you normally play at our age and all that. So there's a game going on. There's a game going on. This hap word is known word. Hap is the word for happiness, right? Electrify is one word. The game is going on. You can say gamify, electrify. Electrify, and I'm combining why electrify is electricity. If there is not there, no matter how much beautiful chandeliers you have, it won't glow, right? Similarly, it is if you don't electrify your life, your game of life with the happiness, you are not going to happify.
The research that goes into how to get the right players, how to build the team is phenomenal. And Amol always keeps the moment. I think you had a new goalie coming in, and small things like that, bring so much happiness to the fans. I think if the team is doing well, working cohesively, so I think there's a big, sport has a big role in giving happiness to millions of people around the world. So, Mr. Ben, you are in a field where you are doing so much, not only for the team that you are part of, but for society in general. It's amazing.